Hi everyone, Drini here, and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do a quick video on chain guardians just to see what's going on from a price action perspective, okay? Whenever I look at a particular crypto project for the first time, it's always good to look at it from a macro point of view just to see what has the price action been like over the past months. Chain guardians started around April, I believe, if this is the most updated chart. And with most cryptos, when it launches, you initially have a buying burst, but after that, you then have selling pressure until it finds a particular bottom and moves forward from there. So what it's been through so far is a typical Elliott wave structure, where after the price found a particular bottom, you have the wave 1 right here, wave 2, a wave 3 high, which is typically the longest wave, the wave 4 correction right here, and peaked out in wave 5 at around $2.50. Of course, after a 5-wave run-up, you now have an ABC correction. So this is your A wave, this is your B wave, and this is your C wave. The C wave appears to be broken now. So now we are on our way to a new 5-wave structure. How do I know that? I'll show you guys later at lower time frames. So right now, we appear to have the beginning of the wave 1 right here, and we are in the middle of wave 2. Where it ends up, let's take a look later, just see. But eventually it will reach a wave 3 high, there will be a wave 4 correction, a wave 5 high somewhere. How do we know where it could potentially go? This is where we lay down the fibs on the height of the local top right here and the bottom of this peak to see where we're going to go. So on a conservative level, what we can aim for is we can probably aim for a realistic projection of around $5 for chain guardians. It can potentially look like this. So you have a wave 1 right here, wave 2, which will probably correct at around the 050 or maybe slightly lower. It could be around here, for example. Then a wave 3 run-up that will bring us to around $3.39. Wave 4 of $2.50, this is a correction price. And from here, we go to a wave 5 run-up to around $5. So let's look at lower time frames to see what the potential buying opportunities for chain guardians are. Now let's zoom into the 4-hour time frame just to see where we are. The reason how I know that the wave 1 is potentially over is because of a break in structure. So if you notice, at the end of the C wave, it was really still trending down. So at the end of the C wave, the trend is broken. How do I know that? It's because you formed a new bullish structure right here. And bullish structures typically start with a golden cross right here. So when the 21 EMA crossed the 55 EMA, then that's how we know that we are currently on an uptrend. And so far, the structure has been holding, where you have price run up here, slight sell-off, but it rested on the 55, wicked below it sometimes, but it still rested on the 55. You then went on to another impulsive wave here, and then you have a correction where it rested on the EMAs. Again, impulse, correct, impulse, correct. Now, with any crypto, not just chain guardians, at a certain point, it will lose steam and break structure. So what do I mean? Look at the price movements and how it broke the structure in a very strong manner. So this was where you know that there's a very strong sell-off right here. So there's also now a bearish cross right here, where you have the 21 EMA crossing under the 55 EMA. So now that we know we're on a downtrend, you may be wondering, how low can we go? So this is where technical targets become very useful. So one of the things that we need for technical targets is we need to know the patterns that were at play before the structure break. So we were forming a head and shoulders pattern right here. So this is the left shoulder right here, the head, and the right shoulder. Typically for this structure, this is going to be your neckline. So a lot of people think that head and shoulders are always flat, something like this. Something like this. This is the default structure, yes, but that's not really true. You can have slanted structures in place, okay? So just take note of that. So because we have a head and shoulders pattern right here, the way this pattern plays out is if the neckline gets broken, meaning it fails to hold as support, then we know that this pattern is at play. So we now have a target of $1. How did I get to that? The height of the head with respect to the neckline, forming a 90-degree pattern right here. You overlay that to where the structure broke, and the length of this would be the price target for this downward trend. So you may be wondering, are we screwed though? Not really. Just because we've identified a technical target, it doesn't always need to play out. You can still invalidate the head and shoulders pattern. How do you do that? How you invalidate this pattern is just go and break the neckline. And then this pattern can be invalidated and you're on your merry way back to a bullish continuation. Otherwise, what a most likely realistic scenario that can happen is this is your final destination of around $1. What will probably happen right here is you will probably have a rally, but it will meet the EMAs now as resistance and start to form what we call a broadening descending channel. So it will look something like this. So you will start to form a broadening descending channel right here. And if that plays out, then we'll have another video to discuss how we get out of there. So we now have our appropriate technical targets. What do you do then moving forward? If you're interested in chain guardians, this is the buying opportunity because this is the current technical target. If we break the trend line right here, this is another buying opportunity for chain guardians. Another scenario that can play out is if we were to fall on a broadening descending channel right here, so the price looks like this, wait for the breakout. Because the breakout, it will be a trend break of this pattern. So whichever price it will be, because we don't know, right? So currently we're just hypothesizing. Where the break will be, that could be your potential buying opportunity as well. But again, every scenario that we've mapped out here, not financial advice. And that's it. Just a quick one on chain guardians. I wanted to cover it for a while, but it was just going on an uptrend, so it was pretty boring from a content standpoint. Now that it has reverse trend, what do you do when the structure fails? That is the best part about dips. So the best part about dips is really trying to see where the potential buying opportunities are. See if these scenarios play out. And that's it. If you like my content, do like and subscribe. Also, leave a comment. What do you think about it? If you also have other games that you would like me to take a look at to do technical analysis, just leave it down in the comments below. In the meantime, that's all for today. Bye-bye.